Oh man, and Dow drops 831, almost 832 points. Listen, the markets are in trouble. My name's D7 here at Grok Trade. It is Wednesday hump day, October 10th, 2018. I've been trading in the live markets for more than 20 years, utilizing technical analysis. We own our own education company for over 11 years, groktrade.com or freeonlinetradingeducation.com. An important announcement at the end of this video. Let's get into it. The markets take a major hit. This is the worst week we have seen in the markets in the last 2 years. This is the biggest single day drop we've seen since February. The markets are nasty. Anytime the markets are down more than 1%, that's bad. Anytime you're down more than 2%, that is grim. Anytime you're down more than 3%, that is devastating for a single day retracement on the major indices. You can see here, Nasdaq down 4.4%, Russell's down nearly 3%, financials down 3%, huge drops, crude oil down 2.8%, silver slightly lower, gold actually higher, which should have been more, but the VIX spiking higher, 44%. We are at 23 on the fear indicator. Bitcoin at 6,500. Here we are looking at the spider S&P 500 daily chart. For you guys that watched my video just a few days ago, you saw me, or actually back on the 24th, we had a sell put on September 24th. So I put a sell on the S&P 500 on September 24th, 2018. We are October 10th. I put the sell on around 291. We are at 278 on the spider. If you look here at the diamonds, I put a sell on it on October 4th. Big drop. Look at this. Let me go back to the spiders. We are big time below. Yesterday, which was Tuesday, we actually closed below the 50-day moving average. That was bad news. We should have popped and stayed bullish and rallied higher than 20-day. We didn't do that. We come crashing down and broke a major trend line. Guys, the whole reason, if you remember my video, the whole reason we added a sell to that on the 24th was because it broke a major trend line. We go to a line chart, we dip our toe right under it. Because we broke the trend line, that's bad news. Then today, we hung up at this trend line forever. And then once we broke it, it sold off. Telling you, that's where the institutions came in, the algos came in. It triggered everybody when that trend line was broken to the downside. We had these levels of support here coming across. You can see that. Here, this is July 30th. This here is August 15th. Those areas should have been support. They just crashed down. This is the 200-day moving average with a major trend line coming up. That's going to be big time support, guys. Big time support. The diamonds called it a sell on October 4th. We are now below. Yesterday, again, we closed below the 20-day moving average. Today, now we're below the 50-day moving average. If you look here at the Nasdaq has been in a free fall. We called it a sell October 1st. And now we are at the 200-day moving average. That should act as support, a major trend line there that I'm watching like a hawk. Russell's 2000. Look here, we put a sell on that September 24th. That was when we broke that trend line. We actually broke two trend lines on this one. Both trend lines were broken, then acted as resistance, and then we come crashing down, found support, the 200-day moving average. We had now broken it. Whatever the small caps, whatever they do, that's what you can expect on the rest of the market. So we have a really good chance of the S&P and Dow breaking through the 200. If you look at the financials, the 200 acted as support here. We broke it. We come up, kind of hung up at this, and all the moving averages. There is the massive breakdown. Oh, snap. It broke a trend line. Let me show you this trend line, guys. Let me show it to you. Oh, this is a big one too. This goes back to September 7th, 2017, okay? September 7th. And we come all the way right there to June 27th, 2018, and we broke it. We broke it right there. Oh, a shout out to a student of ours, a Grok graduate, Max Ralston. This is your call out. You have posted publicly for others to see that you expected this drop. Proud of you, my friend. Proud of you. Very well done. And sure enough, that's what we have. Big drop here on the financials. If you look here at the US dollar, we're dropping. It's a beautiful bull pullback. Look for a buy opportunity on the US dollar. I had a sell on that on October 5th. US oil down nearly 3%. Oh boy, I do not have a sell on it. I need to add a sell to this now. And for you guys that are watching me for the very first time, these arrows are my buys and sells. I put them on here publicly for everybody to see. Good calls and bad. I put my calls out there publicly for everybody to see. So that's just like this. That arrow will never move. That is there publicly and permanently for all to see. The only reason we do this is not to set ourselves up for failure. It is to show our caliber of how well we're able to trade and to get you to say, I want to be mentored by Grok Trade Mentors. And we could do that for you. Silver, let's go there. Silver, we got a sell, and it's down below the 20-day gold. I had a buy, but it immediately blew up on me, so it was a bad call. It dropped on me, and I got a sell on that. VIX, I put a buy on the VIX September 21st. September 21st, I said buy the VIX, and that was a buy at $11, almost $12, and now we are double that. We're double that. We've doubled our money on the VIX. Okay, Bitcoin, I have a buy on it. I'll stay with my buy at this moment because that support line, this trend line is acting as support. We were below it at one point, but we went right back over it, so I'm happy with that. Let's look at some stocks. Now listen, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a broker. I do not hold any of my like Series 7, Series 65. I don't hold anything. I'm an educator only. So anything I'm getting ready to show you with all these stocks, buys and sells for educational purpose only, seek a licensed professional. And it kills me to no end to say that because I have brokers that come to me to learn technical analysis. But legally, the SEC, for you SEC guys that are out there watching, I recommend that you go see a licensed professional. Fair enough? Okay, let's go and look at some stocks here. And again, guys, Dow 30. We're going to start with the Dow 30 and we'll get into some tech stocks. But we're going to start with the tech stock. This is Apple. Whoa. So we had a sell on Apple October 4th. Look where we're at. But we found major support at a nice trend line. See this coming across? Major support. We're down below the 50-day moving average. But that area of support could help Apple. Apple could find an area to bounce off of, okay? If it breaks that area, we're in trouble, okay? So that's an important area where it stopped. And it didn't stop there on accident. It stopped there because we all have a trend line there, and that's where you buy and sell. For example, we hit the line here. We sold into it. We come up. We blasted through it. We come down. Each time we touched this line or went below it, we bought it right back up. Do you see that? We come down, we went below it, we bought it right back up. Here we started low and then we rallied up. That's an institutional move right there, and we teach that in our mentoring. You could have bought that and got in with the institutions. And we come down. We're right at it again. So the question is, will we buy now that we're at this line? It could certainly do that. American Express broke a major trend line. Ouch. Bad trouble there. We have a area, or we called it a sell on September 24th. You can see the dates down there. So when I hover over it, there's the date. We're down. Bad news. Boeing had a massive sell-off today, down 4.7%. Had a sell on it on the 5th of October. We're dropping, and that actually broke a trend line. And today. I just didn't have it drawn in there, but there it is. It broke that trend line. Sellers came in big time. Caterpillar off 4% today. We're down below the 20-day moving average, the 200-day moving average, and now the 50-day moving average. All major moving averages were down. We have an M for murder for Caterpillar. We called it a sell on October 5th. Cisco called it a sell on October 3rd. Look where we're at. We're in major trouble. I'll tell you the area that it was where it was in trouble. I didn't have that drawn in, but this area that we have drawn, and this is a picture perfect trend line. It is picture perfect, guys. It looks sloppy to many of you, but trend line drawing is a science. It is not an art. You have to learn to do them correctly. But see how it gapped down below? It's not by accident. That gap is what broke the back of this thing. Then it just fell out of bed. This is Cisco. CVX, let's go there. Chevron, got a buy on it. Oh, that buy blew up on me. So now there's the sell. Had a buy going and it blew up on me. Let's go to Disney. Had a buy, or a sell rather, on October 3rd, and we dropped DuPont. Let me go back to Disney. Look at this. We found support right here at the 50-day moving average. We're down below the 220. Will we find support and bounce off of that? Ooh, it looks scary. Dow DuPont, we called it a sell right here on September 24th, and it has been in a free fall ever since. It is in trouble. GE was down 2%. I'm going to put a sell on it. I had a buy on this back here on the 27th at 11.50, and I'm going to sell it at 13.28. Made a couple points off of that one. Goldman Sachs was down 3.6%. Put a sell on it on October 4th, and big drop. No good there. A lot of my trend lines I don't have in, but they're snapping them. Home Depot, you can see this trend line. It's a big one, big time support. Once we broke it, that trend line resistance, and we're breaking down. Put a sell on that October 2nd for Home Depot. IBM, we're going to get into some tech stocks. Look at this drop, man. IBM down 4.5%. Called it at resistance, a sell on October 3rd. You guys remember the video? And a major drop. This is the day that it was just toast. Once it broke it right there, it's just done. Stick a fork in it. Intel, we called it on October 3rd. It's a shooting star reversal pattern. There's a number of things that I saw on that one. We dropped. I thought this would be a support area, but we broke down below it. That is bad news for Intel. Johnson & Johnson is only down 1%. 1 point, but here's the thing with Johnson & Johnson. We called it a sell September 24th. We came down, found support, we bounced up, trying to find support, but we broke it right there. Do you see where we broke the trend line in that candlestick on October 5th? That was trouble. Now we're below it. We're underwater. Today we went up, found resistance. Smart money came in and sold it right there, and we're down, and broke this trend line. That's a minor trend line. I'm gonna get rid of it. That was a course I just taught on trend lines. But anyway, this is also a bull flag, so this could get bullish. I would be watching for a breakout above that line. If we can get above that line, this could be a big time bullish explosion. You need to get above this red line and the blue line for me to be interested in this. Okay. But right now, it's in a lot of trouble, but it is a bull flag. Let's see, JP Morgan, I put a sell on it on October 5th, and we're now down below the 200-day moving average. All major moving averages were below. Bad news. Coca-Cola had a buy on it. Oh, it's got to be a sell today. There's my sell on Coca-Cola. McDonald's got a buy on it. That one is a dark cloud cover, so that one gets a sell. 3M was down 4%. Put a sell on it on October 3rd, and on the 10th we are down a lot, below all major moving averages. But I'll tell you where the problem was. I'll tell you where it was. The problem was on that day. I put a sell on it here due to some other things, and that day it broke its back. Merck, you got, my rising wedge. I had a sell. Remember how it went against me, but I stayed with my sell? There it is. It's toast. Stick a fork in it. Microsoft, put a sell on it, had a buy, but it broke the trend line, had to put a sell on it, came up back to his resistance. That was smart money selling it right there. At that wick, that whole shadow right there was smart money. And then it comes crashing down, breaking two major trend lines. Microsoft is in trouble. Nike down 7%. People, I had a buy on it right here. I've got to put a sell on it. So that one went against me. Bad news. Do not be holding Nike. Oh, Pfizer. I'm gonna put a sell on it. Had a buy on it here, a sell on it here. We're good with that. PG, let's go to Procter. Got a sell on it. I'm good with the sell. We're below all major moving averages. Travelers do I have a sell on it? Yes, there's my sell. Did a sell on September 24th. There's the bear pullback, a perfect area to short, and there it drops, and it broke a trend line. You don't see it. I'm not drawing it. UNH, I sold it on October 3rd, and we're down below almost all major moving averages. That's a bad sign, and there's a trend line that it broke today. Bad news. UTX broke a major trend line. Ouch, put a sell on that October 3rd, and it is in trouble. Visa, remember this one? I said I put a sell on it, and I was underwater on it. I said, I'll stick with my sell. There it is. It broke this major trend line there. Bad news, big time opportunities for short Verizon. I've got a sell on it. I'm good with my sell. WBA. Walgreens, got a buy on it. Oh no, my buy turns into a sell. But it's only below the 20. It's relatively hanging in there better than the others. Walmart, have a buy on it. I'm going to sell it now. Let's take our profit on that one. We're going to sell it. Exxon, got a buy. Oh boy, that buy didn't help me. There's my sell. Let's go to some tech stocks. Now these dudes, we got some movers and shakers. Again, guys, educational purposes only. AMD got a sell on it. Did that October 4th. Down below. It's in trouble. Amazon down 6%. I mean, AMD was down 8%, 6% here. We put a sell on it October 2nd. It's just toast. Baba down 6%. Put a sell on it on October 1st. And it's just in a free fall to the downside. Baidu, come on. We got a September 21st, and a free fall. And this is Priceline. Put a sell on it. Went against me. Remember how I said I'm going to stick with it, but I had to sit through this one. Went against me, and there it is. Broke down. Man, I just can't help myself. I got to draw this trend line. That was the day it was toast right there. Trend lines, if you draw them correctly, man, it's a money maker. I already showed you Cisco. We already talked about that one. This one, Catfish, down. Look at this. It broke two trend lines on this one day, October 3rd. Down. It goes. eBay is off 4.8%. I had a sell on it, and I'm good with the sell. Facebook down 4%. I have a sell on it as of October 4th, and it's dropping. Google down 5%. Google with an L. Just huge, just nasty. GoPro off 4%. Put a sell on this one, if you remember, on September 26th. And when it broke this trend line, that day was the day it was toast. Right there. Dead in the water, and then it's dropping. Microsoft, we already looked at it. MU, sell. That one could be a buy. Micron could literally be a buy right now, and I'm going to buy it. Micron's going to be a buy. I can't believe I just put a buy on. It's 8% down on Netflix. I got a sell on it on September 28th, and it's been in a free fall, finding support at the rising 200-day moving average. NVIDIA was off almost 8% also, but today, look at this trend line that it snapped. So we called it a sell. October 4th, it was down, trying to find support there. Bam! To the downside, we were below the 200-day moving average. The last time we were down below the 200-day moving average on NVIDIA, I cannot believe. I got to shrink this just to see it. I'm going to shrink it more. The last time we were below the 200-day moving average. And you know what's interesting with this? Oh, this is institutional buyers right here. They opened it there. Market makers in market makers and specialists open that. So that's not even the market driven. It closed above it. It closed on it. I'm not even going to count those. That is the last time we were below it. Below it was August 25th, 2015, October. And now we're there again 3 years later. Oracle put a sell on it on September 26th. It broke it. That was the day it was toast, and that was October 4th, and then it just fell out of bed. PayPal was off 5.7%. Put a sell on it when it broke this trend line on September 27th, and then it broke it right here on October 5th. That was damning for it, and it has just crashed ever since. We have earnings coming up on the 18th. Do not be holding it over earnings, red hat, or it's not a good practice to do so. I'm telling you, a lot of these drops here look like they're going to have V bottoms. So we could be looking for big time buy opportunities on tech stocks. So it'd be something we'll be watching for. Put a sell on that dude October 1st, and it is down in the gutter. Shopify was down 7%, but today it broke a major trend line. It is in trouble. Put a sell on that September 21st. And look where it's at now. We put a sell on that dude at 161 and change. We're at 130 and change. I 30 points on that in just a couple weeks. Snap down 6%. Put a sell on that at $9. We're at $6.59. I mean, guys, that's 30% gain right there in days. Twitter, I put a buy on it. Oh, and that buy got me. There's my sell. It broke this trend line. No good. Monologue time. So I'm going to tell you guys a couple things here. Number one, don't be emotionally driven by what I'm showing you here. If you're over bullish and you got hurt when you hear my bearish stuff, you just get bent out of shape. Other guy, or if you're a bear, just know this. When I do these, I'm neither bullish or bearish. I'm looking for opportunities for great. When I see the rain come and the grass starts to sprout, and I'm looking for new growth, I'm looking for those opportunities. Or when I hear thunder in the distance and I see lightning starting to flash and it's coming my direction, I look for those things and I share those things publicly for you to benefit you, to help you. So my last video, I said warning, right? And this is a major warning. Anytime you have 800-point drops in the Dow, you have to take that in consideration. Before the markets can correct, you have to have big drops in the major indices, and you have to start cracking through moving averages and trend lines. You can't have a major market sell-off without those things. Well, we have significant drops taking place in the major indices. Again, the Dow down almost 832 points. The biggest drop, single week drop that we've seen in 2 years. And since February, we haven't seen a drop this big, okay? So February, we're in October. Think about that. So on top of that, for the last few weeks, we've been diving below all the major moving averages. And today really threw everything below them. And the trend lines I've been talking about, they're cracked. So the point is, don't get emotional in this, because we don't even take students who are highly emotional or not disciplined. We don't even take you if you're that way. If you can be disciplined to say, I will stay true to my rule sets, my trading plan. Your trading plan has to be put together with rules that's confirmed with rules that have been verified with testing. And if you have that and you stack the odds to your favor and you follow your plan, you wouldn't be long this market at this moment. You'd be stopping out of a lot of your things. Chances are you've already been stopping out of them. As you know, publicly, I've been telling everybody when I called it a sell, right? I'm not always right. I'm just not. Especially in a sideways consolidation, man, I'm a lot of times wrong. But if you notice, I'm definitely more right than I am wrong. And again, that's to say it can be done. How long have I been doing these where I show you my trades? I mean, how long now? I mean, for some time. Anyway, it's to your benefit to be properly educated. Now, I did something that I think will be of help to you. And this is what it is. This is what it is. It's not that. It's open this up. Go here. This will help you. I did this just before I did the video. If we just did a trend line course, it was great. If you want to learn how to do these trend lines properly, you can get the recordings right here. Go to groktrade.com, click on the trend lines. If you want to learn how to hedge, this is what you do. I haven't offered this in a long time. It's there now, and you can get it tonight. And you can be watching it tonight. This is how you hedge yourself. Do not let your 401k explode. Don't let your cash account explode. Say during the times that the markets are a little uncertain, it's better to be hedged, okay, than to be victim to a market correction. So this is I show you several techniques on how you can safeguard, bulletproof yourself from a big market correction. And then you can take your hedges off when the market starts to go green again and everything starts to drift back up. But right now the VIX is high. There's a lot of fear out there. You need to hedge yourself. Do that. I'll tell you, take them both. Just get both of those. Both of those are going to help you right now in trading. So I did that to your benefit. I knocked the prices down. They're $397, so I knocked $200 off. They're $97 right now. So take it, get those right now, and I'll keep that price until I do the next video. It'll come up this weekend. This weekend's gonna be a big video. We'll be looking at the weekly charts, and you wait till we see those trend lines. We're at a crucial place. Crucial place. Anyway, exciting times out there. Like this video. Like it. If you don't like it, just say dislike. Leave me a comment. What are your thoughts on the market? Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you're seeing out there. If you agree with me, if you don't agree with me, if you see a stock that you think we should be looking at, type it in there for all of us on YouTube to see and to enjoy. You guys are great. We'll catch up with you later. Bye. We'll see ya.